Are assistance dogs a hygiene problem? How does hygiene align with the new assistance dog regulations, for example, in the medical areas?
So, as I believe that the colleagues make things exceptionally difficult for themselves when they keep assistance dogs outside, because firstly, it is our duty to treat patients as good and as relaxed as possible, and also to take precautions that they do not suffer any damage to their health. And secondly, the patient is much more relaxed when they know their potentially starting emergency situation will be indicated by the dog. And as a third point, it is also much more relaxed for me. And I can say from my own experience that the patient I look after here has been much more relaxed since the assistance dog is there. She and I are much more relaxed. We need less time. We have less stress. It can't be easier. If you have the impression that the dog loses hair or it may drip saliva to the ground, then you have to clean it up. We have surface disinfectant and floor disinfectant. That is just part of it. I would not see that as a problem.
Well, but is it still a health risk?
My name is Andreas Schwarzkopf. I am a medical specialist in microbiology, infection biology, and a publicly ordered and sworn expert on hospital hygiene. Today we define the microbiome as the totality of the microbial colonization of an organism. That means people are very abundantly colonized with bacteria and fungi. They are mainly located in the intestine, but not only there. Also, our skin is populated, the area of nose and throat, the genitals, and that is always a very specific composition. They are not the same everywhere, and that is called the microbiome. And the more divergent microbiomes are, the more different they are in their composition, the greater the risk of infections. And in dogs, the big advantage is that if I estimate it now as a rough figure, the identity of the microbiomes or the similarity lies around 99.9%. And that means there is practically no difference if I meet another human or a dog.
Contradict European Union food hygiene rules the right of access?
So the EU law states in principle that the operator of a food establishment is responsible for food safety. He is basically required that no animals enter rooms where food is produced, treated or stored. This also includes the business rooms of grocery stores. However, we must say that there is an exception in EU law, and there is the company of assistance dogs permitted for persons with disabilities. Well, that is simply an exception which can be granted because everything else would be unjustifiable.
Free materials for the Assistance Dogs Welcome Access campaign are available at www.a-fdn.org.